guys. Yeah, it's been a while since I've put up a video on YouTube, so I thought I'd kind of let you know what I've been doing. And been noticing that, you know, my views have been dropping like rock, and thought maybe I should put up a video. So this are my stats, which are horrible. So take a look at that. Yeah. Not so good. I'm sorry. Try to do better this year. I've been working on this thing a lot lately. I got a 3D printer now, so things have been cruising along as far as plastic goes. Been printing a lot of stuff, testing it out, learning how to do it. I printed out the hot rod body here and custom fitted on there. Now I'm working on the front end. I got the the radiator and servo platform that will go right here and mount to the front end there, and then the servo will be reversed and attached to right here, so it's kind of backwards than normal, but it'll work. And it's got the suicide front end. And I printed these little jack stands for some of my RCs, which help greatly. Keeps from getting flat spots on my RCs that are sitting on the shelves here. Printed out a few. I got one for my Chevy up here, which keep the tires roughly off the ground so they don't get flat spots. And these are my front end wheels for my hot rod, rat rod, whatever you want to call it, which will look pretty nice once it's all put together. Take this off here and I'll show you what's going on underneath. So it's kind of bare bones now. I got to make a transmission support right there and drill 2 more holes on the frame to attach it so it doesn't sag down. And this is the ESC I have for it. I did a camouflage scheme on the Capra, which I like. It looks really cool. That's all done. And got some cool wheels for it. Let's see what else is new. And of course, you saw the Christmas present for myself, which is over here. I gotta fix the headlight. When I drove it that day, the last video I uploaded, the headlight, one of the wires got wrapped on wheel and pulled it out. So I gotta fix that. And of course my Porsche, Tamiya Porsche. And then I'm a big car guy. I love cars. I've always had cars, and when I first started my YouTube channel, I did Hot Wheels and customized Hot Wheels. And those are some of them in there. And got a big collection of Hot Wheels, because when I was a young kid, always had Hot Wheels. Always, my mom would buy them for me, and I would steal them, whatever it took to get Hot Wheels. But I always ended up having to give them back. Once my mom found out I took them and I didn't pay for them. So kids, don't steal Hot Wheels. It's not cool. But these are my ones I've got. The Sweet 16, and I labeled them. So I got all those, and then down below some of the other models that I like the Ferraris and race cars, Ford Vicky. But you can check. I still have videos on my channel for all the Hot Wheels and builds that I did, so if you're interested, you can take a look back in the history of my channel. And then there's my drift car, my favorite. I love this car. It's pretty darn cool. This is my first drift car build, and then my second one is up there, the GTR. Built that one when I was 54 years old. So that's what the numbers sometimes associate on there. And then I got this new one, the Mini GT. That's pretty cool because it's like 3,000 made. And I'm not sure if I want to take it out of the package or not, but I probably will because I like them out of the package. And then there's my first what is that? FMS Power Wagon. Really like that. And then I got this one when I was 57 years old last year, the Red Cat. And that's a nice little truck. And then I got this one on the wall, which isn't running yet. Still need to get an ESC for it and a servo and all that stuff, so I just hung it on the wall. IndyCar. Put all the stickers on myself. And then I have this one. This one's from my new channel, which is a Hex Driver RC. Now, the difference between RC Therapy and Hex Driver RC is, on Hex Driver RC, I'm going to do more builds and not so much driving or anything. It'll be more technical type stuff, and especially for my hot rod here. Made my links in the back out of brass. Let's see what I have on the table. Let's see, and there's the seats on there, and I got a foot pedal for the gas pedal, and there's a servo for my hot rod, which I may use as a Reese 55. Now the steering angle, that's another issue I gotta fix, because the steering angle isn't very good. It's really shallow. Look at that. not much turning radius because it bumps into the shocks. And let's see, you can see that there. It hits in many places, but until I try it, it might be enough because it's basically just going to be a straight drag RC. And so, I don't know. I have to test it and try it. And then in the closet, what I got here is there my battery storage ammo boxes. And then I got my grasshopper up there. And my Phoenix Vanquish, a very expensive RC truck, which I'm gonna pull off the body and prep me a Toyota Helix. And down in there, if you can see it, is another Tamiya. That's my another Bug. And then up here I got some models. I got a Trans Am model up there that I'm gonna put together at some point. And I got a Lamborghini LP 500 and a Ferrari F 2001, which I got off eBay. Pretty good price. And then up here, you see my one of my Star Trek models that I built. It's got lights and stuff inside. You got to plug it in, but don't have it plugged in right now. And then I got my beat up Volkswagen Beetle, which is really cool. I'm gonna repaint it, take it all apart at one point. Then I got a new, fairly new, it's my Jeep that my stepfather has, a real one in the garage. It's yellow though. So I got one of those. And my airplanes. And airplanes is when I really got into airplanes and things like that. When I first started with the RC, because I just was intrigued with building building them, and scratch building RC airplanes was really challenging, and it was fun. And did a lot of videos on those too. But then I got out of it because I wasn't a good flyer. I crashed a lot, and it just seemed to be a waste of money, because once you start building one up really nice and everything, you get up and fly and something fails and the thing crashes and breaks, and that's just part of the hobby. So I got out of doing that and got into the remote control cars, because when I was a kid, I never got into RC cars or anything like that, anything RC related. Not until recently that I started, like maybe 5-6 years ago, that I got into the RC hobby. And I really enjoyed building them and then driving them after, I got them built. So that was awfully fun. So I wanted to get my Hex Driver RC. I probably won't upload as many videos as I will with RC Therapy. The thing behind RC Therapy was that I was in a real traumatic situation in my life, and I needed something to focus on other than the problems that I was having. And it seemed to really resolve my depression. And I really recommend it for anybody who's, you know, just driving them. It's more relaxing than it is building them. That's why I kind of separated the two channels, because I think it's a little bit more stressful building things because you get really frustrated easily. And when driving them, it's more relaxing and enjoyable. And I recommend people that are suffering from depression or anxiety or anything like that to give it a try. Just buy a cheap RC car and go out to the park or in your backyard and drive it around. And it really takes your focus off your problems or my problems, and um, and really does the trick. Um, with my personality is, you know, do what you love to do, focus on that, and things that are troublesome will soon fade away. And just giving yourself something personal that you love to do, and doing it, you're gonna better yourself, and it affects everybody around you because they can tell the difference when you're down and out. You know, people don't like to be around people that are negative and that sort of thing. They avoid you, and then you feel even more depressed because people don't like you anymore. They don't come around as often as they did. So you got to get out of that rut. So anyway, enough of that. I'm just trying to give you the idea behind what RC therapy was about. And it's a real thing. A lot of people on YouTube are RC hobbyists, you know, found that, and they explain it themselves and say it's a real thing. It's a therapy for all kinds of people, you know, veterans, you know, the RC veterans club and stuff like that. I want to give a shout out to Easy RC. Easy RC was it's a funny guy. He builds stuff, and I really like him. He's clever, and he built himself a shop. And if you check out his channel, you know, give him a like and a thumbs up, and yeah, he check him out. He's really cool. He's built a Trans Am. He's kind of got, I think he's about the same age as me or younger. I think he's 50 or something. I don't know. But he's about the same age because he likes the same things I kind of like, you know, the Trans Am and the Burt Reynolds thing, and General Lee, built a General Lee, and doing really well. And he does RC reviews on FMS products and RC cars. So it's really kind of giving him a good income, I guess, and because he's getting all kinds of nice RC cars from FMS, and kind of jealous. So he does what he does, and he's a good guy. And another shout out is this guy. I think he his name's Matt, and I think a lot of you know him. And SBG, Scale Builders Guild, from Canada, and he's great. I mean, his channel you know, it rocks. He does all kinds of stuff, and they kind of led me to um, stuff that I've been doing on my RC cars. And you know, with Easy RC, he's the one that got me into buying a 3D printer, because he bought one and told me all about it. And so I went in and tried to use his link so I can give him credit for getting me involved with the 3D printer. But I don't think his link was linked up right, because I don't think he got the credit for it. But I'm going to give him a shout out because, you know, hey, he turned me on to this, and it's been great. I wish I would have got one much sooner, and the price wasn't bad at all. It was about $250 or so. It was on sale, and came to my house in a couple days from Amazon, and set it up, and it's printing that day within about an hour, and it's pretty cool. So thank you. So I printed a UFO. I'm into UFOs, not aliens, but necessarily, but UFOs in general. Free energy is a big thing going around YouTube right now. It's, you know, how these things are flying and stuff. I follow that quite often. And then I printed out my girlfriend. She's pretty, but kind of too sexy, I guess. But she's nice to look at. So anyway, let's see what else. And this is my grill for my front end here. Slip this in there and see what it looks like. It'll look pretty nice. And it just snaps in there. It's gonna look pretty darn cool. And then it'll go in there like so. But I'll get better photos and videos of it where you can see it, and my hands are out of the way and I'm not talking like a crazy guy. So I hope you like my videos. Give me a thumbs up and a like, and subscribe too. It's you know, I might not put out as many videos as others, but it doesn't mean you won't get notified. If you hit the bell button, you'll get notified when I upload a new video. And if you need something like somebody who does videos like every day, that's not me, because I'm working too much on my things to even get the camera out and think about recording things. I only start recording stuff if it's something that you guys would probably enjoy. You know, it's kind of hard for somebody. Oh yeah, and my tire rack, I built that. It's my tire rack for all my RC car tires. And anyway, my place is a little messy. It's kind of crazy all over. But this is how I work. This is funny how I know where things are, and if they're missing, I kind of know, or misplaced. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up. As far as health on my end, I'm doing dialysis 2 times a week, Mondays and Fridays. um, which has been part of my problem with even feeling enough energy to do videos or even work on my RC cars. Sometimes I'm just out of it and sleep a lot. Um, but your 2025 is a good year, and I'm glad I got my president installed, and he's doing fabulous work. I'm totally support him, and glad to say he's my president. And that other guy, Biden, I was so depressed during his time in office. Things didn't look good. Things were looking grimmer and grimmer, and then all these forest, the fires in California where I used to live, not in LA though. I lived in Pleasanton, California, which is a college town now. And actually back then my dad actually designed the street lampposts and kind of what you see there when you visit. He did a lot of work there. He was an engineer. He retired now. He's lives in Redding, California now. I keep in touch with him quite often. My son, who is living in Louisiana, just had his house. He just bought a house down there. He's got a nice girlfriend. They came up and visited me, and not too long ago. And then when he got back to Louisiana, a few times later, he got a bunch of snow. And he sent, he posted some photos on Instagram, and it looked like a lot of snow. It was several inches. It looked like he lived in Washington State. It's like, wow. And it's kind of, the weather is kind of flipped. It's kind of weird because it's like we only had one maybe snow day during the winter, and that was just before Christmas. And I was hoping that it would get more snow so that I could do another winter driving RC video and bash around in the snow. It never happened. Now we've got sunny skies, but it's cold as hell. It's, freezing out there, and if it was to rain or anything like that, we'd get a lot of snow. But it's not raining, and it's just kind of bizarre. I don't know if we're going to get any snow this year. It's snowing in the mountains, which is good, because then we won't have a water shortage for the farmers out here in Yakima. So that's pretty much all I got to say. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is a rare occasion. I never talk in my videos because I'm not much of a talker. But I hope you enjoyed it. Come back and visit. Like, subscribe.